Okay.
And when we talk about student community, we're talking about obviously an age group. We're talking about people in a certain season of life.
Right.
When we talk about church community, we're talking about Christians. We're talking about people who are going in the same direction, walking towards Jesus, becoming like Jesus. But I've got to tell you, if you feel like you have to hide something about yourself, either you're too much or you're too weak, or I don't know, like you watch too much porn, or like you're in this relationship, or whatever it is,
right.
I'm like, you got to kill that thing in your life.
Right.
And you can't do it on your own.
Right.
You can't walk through journeys where you're weak by doing it by yourself. And here's the other temptation is that you find people who are weak like you. It's like, hey, I struggle with pornography. Hey, me too. And it's like becomes this pity party. I'm like, that ain't community. Friends, I've got to tell you, that's not community. I don't know if this is harsh for like your second video, but like, that ain't community. Like, community isn't the place where you have a pity party, rub each other on the back and say, hey, like, it'll be all right tomorrow, because it's never all right tomorrow.
Right.
Community is about being involved with people who can lift you up, challenge you, call you something higher.
Right.
And actually, there's something really amazing about being part of that community, and that's what we're going after the students this year.
Right. And obviously, we talked about it a little bit last time. You know, sort of that fear of plugging in, because as you say, like for all of us, there's any number of things we could be struggling with, going through, that can make it feel a little bit more difficult to want to connect with people. Because if I take the veil off and I'm exposed to people, well, now I'm vulnerable and I'm going to get hurt. But as you were saying, you know, there's no reward without no risk. So for those people that saying, look, I want to be in community, but again, I'm fearful, I'm a bit nervous. Like, what is it they're gonna get out of being in a student community, in a church community?
Yeah. Powerful. You'll receive so much, because what happens is that when you give of yourself and you're the first person to do it, or like you're in a community of people that you agree to do that together, and you bring yourself to a conversation, you bring yourself to an environment, what happens is that you'll build the deepest relationships you'll ever have in your life. So if you want to know what you get out of like being vulnerable, taking the veil off, it means that you actually have relationships that mean something.
Right.
That's the biggest thing you get. And so our culture doesn't celebrate deep and meaningful relationships.
Right.
Our culture celebrates surface level relationships, whether it's sexual or Instagram or like whatever else it is. It's putting your right foot forward or putting like your best self on, even if inside you're dying.
Right.
I'm like, actually, those aren't deep relationships. They weren't the relationships that we were meant to be in. God didn't create us for that. God created us to grieve with those who grieve, mourn with those who mourn, celebrate with those who celebrate, and be open and be honest about the situation, the season that we're in. So if you want one thing that you'll get out of being involved in community, it's deep relationships that will probably last you a lifetime.
Right.